Good evening, everyone. This is Lavanya Adimulam. Sure, so can I start my session?
Yes, Lavanya, you can start.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Warm evening to one and all present here in the session. Uh, Based on the poster, this session is based on how to face ourselves after the lockdown. Before getting into it, let us all reflect on our own ways of how we are facing the current situations. There are many things that we are facing right now. There are many clients when they are focusing for a psychological session to me, I could get some sense of feeling. There are people around my house, neighbors, the family members that I'm meeting on. Everybody is feeling the same sense of feeling. When I was encountering into what kind of sense it is, it's a feeling of emptiness. Why everybody is feeling the sense of emptiness? Then I thought of to find the root cause of it. Everyone is feeling about that they are unable to socialize with their own friends because social distancing is, they feel discomfort with that. And having 24/7 at home, they don't know how to spend time effectively. Most of the time, they are not aware how to spend in a way of, in a happy mode. They end up in argument with family members. Else they'll be, ending up being lazy behaviors. Or they are not using it properly so that they encounter into a regret feeling later. So these are the differences that I could sense from people for the counseling sessions. And they also lack in having a continuous routines in their life. At what time I should wake up? Is it 11 a.m. in the morning is my time to wake up? Because before the lockdown, before when I was so active in this world, my wake up time was 6 a.m. in the morning. My wake up time was 5 a.m. in the morning. But this lockdown has put me into a different schedule. My wake up time is like any time in the daytime. And my sleep time is also as any time. I can sleep at 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning. There is no time limit, time bound for it. So they are unable to fit into a routine. So these are all is also contributing these factors of emptiness. And also the miss out lot of pleasurable activities. Let's say the pleasurable activities so far they've enjoyed, like moving to malls, moving to theaters, ending up in shopping behaviors, everything with my family members, with my close friends. Every weekend I'm used to hang out with my own loved ones is all stopped. So it seems to be like everyone is like put into a shell or put into a cage where all the pleasurable activities have been removed. So once they feel these are all negativity, this lockdown, this COVID has made me to see the world which I'm not used earlier, because everyone, every person, everybody in India especially is facing this corona period, this lockdown period for first time in their life. So this first time facing things makes me like it makes me harder to do, harder to me, like to take things easily. It make me to find steps in a constructive way. There is a blockage into it, my cognitive process. So these are the reasons for our own feeling of emptiness. This lockdown period have given such things. So when we are focusing more onto it, and we have a future anxious things also. So there are many questions might pop up in your mind, stating that how long I'm going to continue, how long the situation is going to continue after a lockdown. So is it possible for me to hang out with my friends? Is there any possibility for me to shake hands with my strange persons? Okay, will the malls shopping malls, the theaters, the abroad trips, or the restriction which have been posted right now will continue? And how I'm going to face that? All my pleasurable activities are taken away, grabbed away. Will I be part of my close relative function? because every marriage is happening with less number of people, and the most close relatives are wishing them in a video aspect in a virtual world. So if that scenario, this is all new, I've not been used to it, so these are all creates my anxiety. And also that these things not only gives of anxiety of the present situation, my future is in a question mark. So if that is going to continue for a long time, whether my online, if you are a student, you might be taking up an online classes on a weekly basis. This online classes is going to take up in future. Yes, there might be an extension of it. Or a person who are working, whether my work from home scenario is going to be changed, or will there be any extension of it? Yes, of course there could be an extension of it. Or when I'm going to take my long trips, or when I'm going to take the public transport, how long, how things are going to be safe, when it's going to be safe. These are all n number of questions are popping inside our head, which ultimately shows up the anxiety behaviors that has been created because of this lockdown. So I hope this session will help you, because this is not that I'm giving up only on the negative aspects of lockdown. This session is going to help you out how to change your negative aspects into a positive one, and how you can lead your life effectively and more promptly with a happy end. So yes, one thing that we have to keep it in our mind is everyone is going this situation, and you're not at all alone in this world. And it's okay having such questions inside your head. When a lot of questions are raised inside your head, you are prone to find solutions for it. You will automatically find the way to get out of it. Your body mechanism is framed in such a way to to develop your own way of coping mechanisms. Your biorhythm will automatically adjust for you. That will increase your adaptation skills, adjustment skills. So these are the things that we are going to look up this particular session. And once there are clients, when they were keep talking about it, I could sense that there is no way of following rules. They were very overconfident about it. What this virus is going to do? Why do I want to follow such kind of behaviors? These are the things that they have in their head. So once they have those things, nothing is to fall into a place as they expected. They might have the fear of extending of this virus can catch up easily. Let's say, like, instead of thinking of why should I follow my rules, why should I follow my the government norms, instead of thinking in those things, why not can I do all such things? What's wrong in following the government rules? What's wrong in following our traditional values, our traditional process? So far we have been used to a Western culture of shaking hands. So far we have been used to to walk with our sandals inside our house. But this particular lockdown, the corona, COVID-19, has taught me a lesson of following a tradition thing. That is like, yes, I should, namaste, namaskaram, vanakkam is much better than shaking hands with others. Then following the hygienic pattern, leaving our sandals outside the home and getting your legs and feet, your hands clean before entering into a house. This is our own way of traditional pattern, nothing new that we are coming up with. So these kind of things, if we keep repeating inside our head and give a command to our brain stating that we're already practicing into a personal hygiene, it's only we are hyper vigilant about it. So these things will all the time help us to think positively and to face the situations much better. So I will give you 5 simple steps how to overcome or how to face this lockdown, or after lockdown, if the same scenario extends, how can I make myself healthier in emotional aspect, in mental aspect, as well as in physical aspect. So if you follow these 5 simple steps, it will make us feel lighter, and it will also make us, feel more confident in facing the situations effectively. So number one, first step is your acceptance with a cool attitude and making things simplification. So what is this acceptance? As I told you, many people are overconfident about it. Why I want to follow the rules? So first thing is understand the virus, which is invisible to our eyes. We don't know where to put we can't identify the virus and put our under control. So first thing is you have to check on things which is under your control and which is not under your control. So this virus, which is completely out of your control, so you have to take the necessary actions and steps, which makes me all the time safer in spite of putting me inside the risky behaviors. And second thing of the limitations of the information. I get too much of nightmares. In my nightmares, I get, in between the sleep, I used to wake up, I used to, feel of being nausea, feeling of being vomiting, feeling of being stressed, feeling of being a kind of tiredness, being anxious, my heart is pounding too fast, I'm getting sweat all the time. These are the symptoms of nightmares where the fear has conquered your the cognitives, the brain, the thinking process into an extreme end. So these nightmares tells you that you are under fear. So don't worry, you can face a fear in an effective way. So first thing, yes, why I'm getting fear? Whether am I accepting the things? Yes, I'm accepting this is out of my control. So I'm taking a proper measures or guidelines where the government is trying to, help me out how to deal with corona. Yes. After following all such guidelines, still I'm encountering fear, then check out your the informations how much you are taking to the brain, because there are people very furious about their own collection of informations. Sometimes they go for on WhatsApp, the information which we get everything in Google and WhatsApp are not 100% true, or they watch the TVs and social medias and the newspapers to collect the informations about this particular disease is too much. So when they are exposed to too much of information, our brain is tuned in such a way that the images, the news which we have got so far recently especially, that will activate inside, and that will give up a certain particular behaviors that I myself am not very well prepared for it. So if I'm not prepared for it, ultimately you will get that fear. So see to it you get a limit information. That means once or twice in a day, let me understand what is happening in around me through a television news, or most probably you end up in reading the newspapers in spite of watching the media, because certain times the visual representation which has been put up into the media will have the drastic effects in our brain. So check on that images. Then, and look for your family members. Is anybody in your family members is too much panic about it? They don't know how to phase out or how to carry on their day-to-day life activities in a peaceful way. So check out on that, because children used to learn from the elders. So how the elders are modeling themselves to the children are very much is needed. If being parents, you are more vulnerable to those things, it is easy for you to pass the same kind of negativity in and around your family members. So check out those things are happening. So once the acceptance is there, after having an acceptance, if too much of fear inside you is there, how to handle the fear? By limiting the proper information, whatever information is needed. Yes, this is the disease, this is how this disease spreads, because it's contagious, it spreads from the water droplets, it gets into inside our body through hands. So let me follow the guidelines of washing my hands properly with soaps and using a sanitizer wear my gloves properly, or wearing my mask whenever I go out. So once you follow such guidelines, you feel like you will be a little more confident in facing it. And I used to get certain phone calls or clients saying that, even after following such guidelines, I do feel of, you know, compelled to have or compelled to wash my hands often and often. Let's say in an hour, 4 to 5 times I keep washing, irrespective of, like, if I keep touching on any object, and washing is not at all a problem, because you are following the guidelines, because you touch some products outside, you went outside to purchase some things, and then you come back and doing all this process is quite normal, quite okay. Yes, that's a correct procedure. But I have not touched anything, in spite of touching anything, but I'm feeling and forced. My brain is telling me to go and wash because I will catch virus anytime. That is the compulsive behavior. Once you get that compulsive behavior again, you find of getting into the nightmares, you will be feeling a restless sleep, you will be doing your whole health, your circadian rhythm, your bio clock will automatically disturb. So how to avoid such kind of compulsive behaviors? One thing, simple. As I told you, if there is a problem, you have to simplify it. Don't look onto the problem. How can I get out of this problem? Look onto an alternative solutions. Definitely there will be a solution. So one thing, if you can look on, you can create a check-do list. So what are the ways when I'm going to wash my hands? If I go outside, if I step outside my home, if I purchase something outside, yes, I'm going to do it. Or if anybody outside enters my house, if I'm touching them or touching their products, whatever they've given me, then you can, washing your hands can be a right one. So put up a check-do list. So when I'm supposed to wash my hands, when I'm supposed to use my hand sanitizer, when I'm using the mask. So have your check-do list and properly keep following onto it. Your compulsive behavior might come down.